When closing entries, you have to keep in mind that there are two types of accounts, real and nominal. Real accounts are never closed. Transactions add to their balance throughout the year. Nominal accounts, on the other hand, are closed at the end of each fiscal year. These accounts are at a balance of $0 at the beginning of the year and are only filled with the help of transactions. These accounts are anything below capital, such as revenue, expenses, and drawings. In order to close these accounts, we will follow the simple acronym REID, or RAID, which stands for Revenue, Expense, Income Summary, and which I will get to, and drawings. You have to follow these accounts in this order to close the accounts properly. So first, let's start with revenue. In order to bring anything to zero, you either have to take the value and either subtract it by the same amount, or if it's a negative value, you have to add it by the positive version of that value. So if the value is 5, you subtract 5 to get 0, or if it's negative 5, you add 5 to get 0. Okay? So the same thing with debits and credits. Let's assume that all debits are a positive value and all credits are a negative value. So in order to close the revenue value, all you have to do is debit the value of revenue. So what you do, instead of making any adjustments to the 8-column worksheet, you transfer the amount of money into the income summary, which is a new column we must create. So you take the revenue and you debit it. Okay? So when you take the credit amount and you debit it, it brings it to a 0. So you do the same thing with the expenses, right? So you take all of these and you paste it. And here's the important part. You copy the debits and you have to paste it in the credits column, okay? This essentially brings it to a total value of 0. So now we have finished the R and the E portion of our acronym. Next is I, as an income summary. We have to take the total of all of these and either credit it or debit it accordingly in the capital. So basically what we do is we take this and subtract it. Okay, let's try it this way, okay? So we have that value, and we subtract this by this, okay? So now we are in the debit section. Just move this over to the credit. This can come over here, okay? So now the positive value is in the debits. So we take this and we have to debit the capital. Sorry, yeah. Again, we have to take the actual value. So 15,185. Okay, or you can just look at the income summary and the net income. It's the same value. but we have to debit it. So instead of just taking this value, we now subtract it. Okay, that is our new value. And again, we must change these values accordingly to get this. And now you can change all of these values to 0, or you can just simply take them out. But don't do it in your worksheet to create a new trial balance for that, which is what we will be doing in our next video. So click the link in the description box below, or click anywhere in the screen to learn about the post-closing trial balance.